Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is a Piazza Talk, our channel about our life in Lucca
and in the Tuscan hills.
Please hit the subscribe button. Grazie.
Ciao a tutti. I'm going to make a ragù familiare, the one we cook for ourselves. We want to treat ourselves for us everyday life. I do sometimes the day before, and it's also the base for a lot of things like you can make a lasagna or pasta forno or anything that you like, and it doesn't require many ingredients. So let's get on with it. Ingredients. Of course, the king of the dish is beef. So I got 450 grams, a pound of minced beef. Then we need a glass of red wine, if you have it. Some people even do without, but I prefer a glass of red wine. An onion, olive oil, some tomato passata and crushed tomato as well, and salt to season, and I got a couple of bay leaves and some parsley from the fridge, but it is not really important. If you don't have it, forget about it. And that's it. The first thing to do is to chop the onion. And now we put olive oil bottom of the pan, just cover the bottom of the pan, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Onion here. And now we sizzle the onion for a bit until they get soft. I use a cast iron saucepan, but you can use any saucepan. I mean, my mother did not have this thing, so we use a normal stainless steel saucepan and it worked fine. And I'm also adding the bay leaves. As I said before, you don't have them, it's fine. They add a little bit of extra something, but it's terribly good even without.
What you say, the onions are very strong. I'm crying.
So you need a handkerchief now. I had the same problem actually. When I was cutting the onions, I thought that they were unusually strong. Okay, anyway, so you think they add more taste?
Maybe.
And now we add in the beef. I turn the heat up to maximum because I want to brown this beef properly. So I'm going to put in a bigger ring. So now it's the time of my glass of wine. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Now we want to allow the alcohol to evaporate. We might need a few minutes. And now I'm going to add the passata, tomato passata. Tomato passata is like a tomato puree. And I add some crushed tomatoes to give some texture. In reality, even if I give you some quantities, it's important to set the extent of the quantity because this thing's done for what you have in the cupboard. I mean, there's not really a rule on how to make it. You have to set the amount of beef, some tomato puree, that's it. If you have more beef, it'll be more meaty. If you have less beef and more tomato, it'll be more tomaty, but still good in any possible variation. Now the trick is to put some water in the bottle here and in the tin, because we don't want to waste the juice left. So 1, and give an extra rinse to this one. So we keep until the last drop of juice. Okay, perfect. I'm not going to put now salt. You can put a little bit of salt if you like, but I season it towards the end, and also add the parsley towards the end. Now, most of the work is done. What we need to do is to put it on low heat, simmering for a few hours.
And I think this sums up Italian cooking, really. This shows how few ingredients you generally need in Italian cooking.
Yeah, what I like to say, it is a ragu that we cook for the week, but it works very well at the weekend if you have less time to prepare a meal, because, you know, it takes about 20 minutes to start, 15 minutes. Then it simmers for a few hours and it's ready. So you have to put some pasta in the day after and it's done. And one trick I have to say, if you do it the day before, it's much better. A lot of things need to mature.
Also, it's relatively economical if you're feeding a lot of people.
Absolutely. And now I want to put in a low heat to simmer. So I change the ring, turn this one off, the other one is on. And here, and we also use a diffuser that helps a bit and make sure that it doesn't burn the bottom, but normally it never happens. Put this on the top with a trick. The trick is that, as I mentioned in some of my previous videos, if you leave the spoon here, you'll leave a crack here. So that means you keep the heat, but some steam can escape. So it's a nice way to cook it. Low heat, and it's going to be there for at least 3 hours, I think. Now the ragu's been on the stove for over 3 hours. And now we want to season it and add the parsley. Salt. Put a couple of things. I don't like it too salty. Do you like it salty, Celia?
No.
Okay. And now parsley. We leave it on the stove for another 10 minutes and that's ready.
But we're actually going to eat this tomorrow.
Yes, because it is a very good idea if you let it rest during the night and eat it tomorrow. It gets better and better. And when it is cool enough, put it in the refrigerator.
And how long do we heat it?
Well, you want to read it completely through. You have to reboil it. Okay, looks ready. It's finished. Shall we turn it off? Okay, and then you can rest for the night. Steamy.
Here you have so few ingredients and such an intense taste. And it's magic. And that, folks, is the joy of Italian cooking, is that with a few ingredients, you make an amazing meal. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but the ingredients in Italy are better. But we've done this in London. So you can do it anywhere in the world. It's slow, very low flame cooking that intensifies taste, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Now you can also add, if you like, a sprinkle of cheese, Parmesan cheese. Depends if you like it or not.
Buon appetito a tutti.
Our works here in the country's house are never ending. Now we've taken advantage of a week of very good weather to do all the works that we have to do normally end of winter, spring.
In this part of the world, we have panatas rather than machete knives, and they're curved.
Yes, they're very useful for this purpose, for everything, I must say.
But what I think about these tools is that they're so beautiful because they've got a gorgeous leather handle.
Yeah, they're handmade.
Do you have a similar tool in your country?
You need to know how to use this one. Always sideways, never otherwise dangerous. So this is it is a form of ancient grafted chestnut, sweet chestnut. They used to graft these chestnut trees in a certain way. I think they call it, and they call it castagno domestico, domestic chestnut. So the characteristic that it is does really rot. It's been sitting here for decades, and is still fine. And also it is used for beams in the house. So the beams in the house, some of them they may be 400 years old, I suppose. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification bell. You just need a Google account and it's free. It helps our community enormously. Thank you very much.